B1 level. This is exactly where many learners get stuck, and it's also where many learners make rapid progress. I'm David De Ath, and in this video, I'm going to show you the 6 best next steps to help you move from intermediate English to advanced fluency. These are the same principles I've used with my students to help them become more confident, fluent English speakers. If you spend just 10 minutes a day practicing these 6 principles, you will make faster progress than most learners who spend hours studying English the wrong way. So I hope you're ready. Let's begin. First, you need to stop translating. Start thinking in ideas. You know the words, you know the grammar, but you're still building sentences word by word. Your brain is faster than your mouth. Start thinking in ideas instead of individual words. I remember teaching this to one of my students, Axel. He's the head of health and safety at a gold mine in Canada. I always thought that was a really cool job. He was always getting stuck when he was speaking because he was looking for single words, always looking for the right word. This was especially difficult as he needed to do presentations at work in English. When he would have everything prepared, it was okay. But when he had to answer questions quickly and under pressure, these were the moments the translation held him back. After he understood this concept of thinking in ideas and not single words, his English level skyrocketed. So, what I want you to do for the next week, focus on expressing ideas and not creating perfect sentences. Remember, speak first, fix it later. Next, I want you to focus on building the fluency muscle. Too much input is bad. Not enough output is the problem. Many learners spend hours watching videos, reading articles, studying vocabulary lists, but speaking is a skill. Skills improve through practice. One of my favorite examples of this is Anjali, who I worked with a few weeks ago in my 12-week program. She was extremely hesitant of speaking in public, and even the thought of recording herself would terrify her. But after a few weeks of training her fluency muscle, she completely transformed. And now she is a confident English speaker. I'm so proud of her. What I want you to do to get results like Anjali is to record yourself speaking for 1 minute every day. Consistency beats intensity. But make sure you record it. Don't just speak out loud. This will help you with your confidence. Learn to speak without freezing. Many learners know enough English. The problem isn't the language, it's fear. The fear of mistakes, the fear of sounding stupid, the fear of not being perfect. Perfectionism kills fluency. And this reminds me of Jihad, a surgeon from Turkey. He's now living in Australia. He works in a high-pressure environment at a hospital, and he can understand English at a very high level. But speaking was holding him back. But once he let go of this need to be perfect, and he accepted that mistakes are a part of the process, his confidence and his fluency thanked him for it. So the next time you're going to make a mistake, just keep going. Don't stop. Don't apologize. Continue speaking. By the way, if you want somewhere to practice these principles and start improving your English faster, you are invited to join the English Speaking Gym. We have live speaking practice, feedback from coaches, daily tasks, and a wonderful supportive community of amazing people from around the world. And there's a 7-day free trial that you can claim through the link below. Next, I want you to structure your thoughts. Many learners say, I know what I want to say, but I don't know how to start. Look, the solution is simple. Give your brain a structure. This is really powerful in the beginning, and after a while, it just becomes natural. One I like to teach my students is the ORS framework. O-R-E-S. Opinion, reason, example, story. This helps you organize your thoughts quickly and speak more confidently. I remember teaching this one to Bruce. He's an engineer in China. His English was a very high level, but in recent years, he just didn't use it much. So his fluency muscle had lost its strength. But we worked together to build it back up, and this framework really helped him to structure his thoughts. And now he can produce English in a much smoother, more natural way, just like he could a few years ago. So, to practice OARS, just choose one topic and answer it using the OARS framework. Just give your opinion, then add a reason, and then an example or a story. Do this every day and just watch your fluency grow. Now, this one, if you struggle with your pronunciation and your delivery, copy advanced speakers. You might speak correctly, but do you sound natural or do you sound more like a robot? One of the fastest ways to improve is to copy advanced speakers. This is called shadowing. You listen, then you pause, and you repeat what they said exactly how they said it. Copy their rhythm, their pronunciation, and their intonation. Just think about it. When you learned your native language, were you sitting around with your head buried in workbooks, doing grammar drills, learning vocabulary, or were you mimicking the people around you? By doing this with advanced and native speakers, you will naturally improve your spoken English and avoid sounding like a robot. And if you do sound a bit robotic, it's not your fault. This is the education system and the way it teaches textbook English, which doesn't really help people in the real world. And it's even better when you get feedback from someone who knows what they're doing. You can get this in the English speaking gym. Again, you can claim a free trial. The link is below. To apply this, just spend 5 minutes a day shadowing an English speaker you admire. If you prefer American English, choose someone from America. If you prefer British English, choose someone from the UK. You're welcome to choose me. Now, the next one is to train under pressure. Real growth happens when English becomes unpredictable. I like to do debates, presentations, live conversations, speaking clubs, feedback sessions, role plays. There are so many different ways we can do this. But these situations force you to think quickly and communicate naturally. I've seen countless people improve after just a few days of these types of sessions. And the best thing is, it's fun. I strongly believe that if someone is going to remain consistent and get the best results, they have to actually enjoy the process. And that's why so many students don't enjoy learning English. It's not because English is boring, it's because they've never had the right approach. And it's not their fault, it's just the education system. And so many teachers have students focusing on grammar, sentence structures. And look, if you're a beginner, that's okay. But at your level, you really need to be speaking. So it's important to find opportunities to speak with real people every week. The more pressure you experience, the more confident you become. And just let me tell you now, you won't get this from some AI tool or app. You really need to speak with humans. This is how you build confidence, fluency, and clarity. So to wrap up everything, if you want to move from B1 to an advanced level, just focus on these 6 principles. You don't need perfect English. You need consistency. If you are consistent and you put in the time, I promise you, you will improve. So if you want to practice these principles in a safe, supportive, enjoyable environment, come and join us inside the English speaking gym. You can try it for free for 7 days. You can meet other people, meet the coaches, get some feedback, and practice speaking regularly. We've helped so many people take their English to the next level, and I honestly think you will love it. Hope to see you soon.